Ever since the time after Noah's flood, she's been a constant blockade to the re-establishment of God's kingdom on earth. Semiramis married Noah's great-grandson Nimrod. Soon after that, Nimrod was murdered, and she became the queen of his kingdom, the ancient Babylon. During her lifetime and after, she was worshipped by the entire pagan world as the mother goddess. In the Holy Bible, she is known as Ashtoreth, Diana, the Queen of Heaven, and the mother of harlots. In the 15th century BC, when God gave the promised land to the children of Israel, He had instructed them to wipe out all its inhabitants and start all over again. However, His children did not do a thorough job of it. In some places, they compromised and made the Canaanites that lived there pay tributes to them instead. God was displeased. He said, "They shall be as thorns in your sides, and their gods shall be a snare unto you." That's exactly what happened afterwards. Starting from King Solomon, people forsook the true God Yahweh and started worshipping Canaanite goddess Ashtoreth, which is another name for Semiramis. Recently, archaeologists have dug out thousands of Ashtoreth figurines like this one, which were the possessions of individual Israelite households. Archaeological evidence further points out that Ashtoreth even had the children of Israel fooled into believing that she was the wife of Yahweh. In the year 1968, someone handed a tomb inscription to Will Dever when he was conducting an excavation in Israel. It clearly read, "Blessed be so-and-so by Yahweh and his Asherah." Asherah is Semiramis. More artifacts that linked Yahweh to Asherah were unearthed in the following years. See how cunningly she had infiltrated God's own people. Then came Jesus. As He had commanded, His disciples set out to spread the gospel. No matter where they went in the world, people were worshipping Semiramis in different forms. She murdered every one of Jesus' disciples, except John the Beloved, who was exiled to the Isle of Patmos at the age of 90. By the way, in the Roman kingdom, she was known as Venus. She persecuted and killed many Christians in the first few centuries. When things were like this, in the beginning of the 4th century, God Himself intervened in the life of Roman General Constantine during the War of Milvian Bridge in the year 312 AD and got him the victory. Constantine became the emperor, and he made Christianity the official religion of the Roman Empire. It seemed like Semiramis was losing her grip on the people. Once again, in the Middle Ages, there were rich businessmen from Babylon and Europe who had chosen her ways in secrecy. Later, when they moved to America to establish businesses, they did a very good job of promoting her values among the Christian population and made them something they were not. Meanwhile, in regions like India, Semiramis worship continued unabated, and it still does. This helped rekindle paganism in America from the 1960s onwards. Many pagan ways of thinking and practices have intruded and have found acceptance among the once Christian population. Many people whose parents were Christians follow Eastern religions, practice yoga, connect with energies, or follow New Age movements today. This is the re-emergence of Semiramis religion, the proxy worship system of Lucifer the devil. However, the Holy Bible proclaims a soon coming end. For those who are interested, I leave you with some selective biblical passages that speak of her end.
And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God hath avenged you on her. And in her was found the blood of prophets, and of saints, and of all that were slain upon the earth.